weekend for spring sports here in Edmond, where we had 4 different sports spread out over 6 games since Saturday. Let's start over on the baseball diamond. The undefeated Broncos were able to get double digits in the win column after a gritty win at home on Saturday against in-town rival Oklahoma Christian 4-3. On Sunday, they headed just a couple miles south to the Eagles' home turf for part 2 of the matchup. The Broncos were off to a hot start, scoring 8 after the first 3 innings, but in the bottom of the third, the Eagles came screeching back, getting 5 in the bottom of the third to bring it within 2. The Broncos would not let this spark continue as they put up 8 more and held OC scoreless through the rest of the innings, getting the win 16-6. The 20th ranked Broncos are now 11-0 on the season and are headed to their first true test of the year in Central Missouri. The Mules are ranked 4th overall as they host the red-hot Broncos. This will be a good one, and it all starts this Friday at 3 over in Warrensburg. Now just a stone's throw away to the Jerry Pinkston Stadium where the Raising Cane's Festival took place all weekend. The stadium played host to 14 softball games since Friday, 4 of them featuring the Lady Broncos. Lady Cho started out strong against East Central for Game 1, taking care of business 7-1. Then came Arkansas Tech. Errors were the story of the day for the Broncos as they got behind fast and stayed behind and ultimately got run-rolled 9-0 after 5 innings. Now to a beautiful sunny Sunday. The Broncos were clearly not happy about getting run-rolled on Friday, and they made it everybody else's problem. Lady Cho started their day off against 23rd ranked Southern Arkansas and put bat to ball to get 5 on the board early on. The Mule Riders got 1 across home in the second, and the Lady Broncos responded with 1 of their own. The script stayed pretty much the same for the third, and Central Oklahoma put the cherry on top with the J.C. Minter Bronco bomb to get 3 across home plate and a 10-2 win. Let's fast forward a couple of hours, and the Lady Broncos were back to take on Southwestern Oklahoma State. UCO got things started with a 2-run double by McKenna Johnson. SWOSU got their only run of the game in the top of the third, and the Lady Chos responded with 2 more in the bottom. They weren't done just yet. Tatum Long hit a bomb in the fourth to go up 5-1 in the fourth. Shaylee Odom kept the foot on the gas and hit another center field moonshot to get 2 more across the plate to get it to 7-1. J.C. Minter found some late game fire again and hit 2 moonshots for runs in the 5th and 6th to stomp the Bulldogs. The 11th ranked Lady Broncos get a 9-day break before they head to Southwest OKC to take on Southern Nazarene. The Crimson Storm played as another host site to the Raising Cane's Festival this weekend and are looking to snap the Broncos' win streak. First pitch for this one is currently set for February 27th at 1 p.m. down in Bethany. Over in the Fieldhouse, both basketball teams had an in-conference matchup against Washburn, and our women's team got to work fast. Lady Broncos were rocking the pink jerseys and the scoreboard on Saturday. The first half of the game was back and forth, but UCO was on top after the first half by 2. The third quarter saw the Lady Chos start to pull away after a great performance by Reagan Fox, who had 22 points on the day. Elena Wilson dominated in the paint, getting 12 en route to an 82-68 win for the Lady Broncos. The win moves them to 6-18 on the season and marks their first win of the month of February. They head up I-44 Thursday to Claremore to pay a visit to the Rogers State Hillcats. The Broncos won last month's meeting between the 2 teams and are looking to make it 2 on the season. Tip-off for this one is set for 5:30. Over on the other court, the men's basketball team found themselves in a must-win scenario on Saturday when the Ichabods also came to Edmond. It was a gritty game between the Chos and Ichabods, with both teams responding to the other in the first half. After the first 20 minutes, the Broncos led the Ichabods 41-36. Second half saw the Broncos rally behind Jaden Wells, who put up a casual 27 points, and Danquez Dossie, who posted 20 on the day. The Broncos didn't give the lead to the Ichabods in the second and came away with this one, 79-69. The win over Washburn secures a spot in the MIAA Basketball Championship, but there's still a couple scenarios in seeding as they head into the last 2 weeks of conference play. They're on the road to try to get a higher seed as they face off against another tournament team in Rogers State. Tip-off for this one is set for 7:30 on Thursday. Finally today we head to the pros. Last night was the All-Star game in the NBA, and we saw records get shattered. The yearly matchup between the Stars of the East and the West didn't disappoint as we saw the most points ever scored in an All-Star game with a final score of 211-186. All-Star MVP Damian Lillard of the Milwaukee Bucks put up 39 in the affair, with the East also scoring the most points ever by a team in the game's history. The record for most combined threes by teams was also broke with the new record at 66 overall. It was a great offensive game and fans from around the league loved it. Shanice, Emma, did you guys catch the game? And what did you guys think of the insane amount of points that was put up?
I did not watch the game. I saw the highlights, I saw the score, and I was like, that's a ridiculous amount of points. But hey, it's the All-Star game. They're just having fun.
I mean, it would have been amazing if Oklahoma was able to take MVP, but I'm a huge fan of Damian Lillard, and he was pretty deserving of the title.